What is conditional access? I'm trying to explain it in the simplest way in a layman language. What is conditional access? How can you use it in your organization to help to keep your data secure? What is conditional access? As a definition, you can see Microsoft Entra conditional access brings signals together to make decision and enforce organization policies. So we should know what are the signals and what decision it takes and how it is enforcing the organization policies. So in a simplest way, we can say if user want an access, then he meets some conditions. For example, if user want access from this particular region, so if then the condition comes, if he accessing from this particular region, access is either denied or he should meet some conditions like multi-factor authentication, user a password change, compliant device. These conditions should be met. So if he wants from, if he want need to access from some particular region, a particular device, particular IP range, then he should meet some conditions. So we are going to check it out little more details. In another old world, it was something like walled garden with secure network perimeter. It doesn't work anymore. Old world is a history now. Now in the new world, we are working from anywhere. Bring your own devices. We are bringing our own personal devices and for the in the work environment, and we are working on that. Connect all sorts of application. So what happens? The risk is high in the new world. So how conditional access will help you or secure device, apps, and organization. How conditional access works, we are going to check it out. That it brings some signals, it use some signals to make informed decision. So what are the signals? Signals is nothing but user and location. Sorry. User and location, devices, application, real time. So what are the common signals? Signals are user and group membership, IP location, device, application, real time and calculated risk detection. These are the signals. So it collects all those signals like who is accessing, from where he is accessing, which device he is using, what type of application he is using, real time risk. All these signals, it bring it together and it make an informed decision, it make a decision. If he is accessing from this particular region, then yes, it's a secured region, you can have allow access. If he is accessing from some anonymous IP range, some suspicious IP range, then he required some multi-factor authentication. It take a decision there. It take a decision here, either to block the access, completely block the access. No, if you are accessing from some suspicious IP range, the access is completely blocked. Or you can say, yes, I can allow the access with certain conditions. Like what are the conditions? Here it comes: require multi-factor authentication, require device to be marked as compliant, require micro and hyper joint device, required approved client app, required app. So these are the conditions. Required terms of use, you have to agree with the terms of use, require a password change. So all this is required if you want, if you require the access. So in a brief, you can say it collects the signals from where you are accessing, who is accessing, which all, what type of application is using, and it make a decision whether you give access or you have to meet some conditions. It can take a lot of user data, contextual user data, and use user sign-in flow and make sure right controls are enforced. So this is the way how conditional access works. So we have checked what are the signals and what are the decision it takes. Now we are going to check conditional access policy plays a supporting roles too with Microsoft 365. It integrated with the different offerings from Microsoft 365 like Microsoft Intune, Microsoft Defender ATP, Cloud App Security, Azure Information Protection, Azure ATP. So all these Microsoft 365 products, it is integrated. For example, if you check it out, Microsoft Intune, you can enforce it for the device health and polling risk signals. So if you are accessing from the old Windows OS like Windows 7, Windows 8.1, Windows Vista, or if you are using any of the old OS, then Microsoft Intune, there is a compliant policy, you can enforce it. So these are integrated with conditional access. All these are integrated with conditional access. So if you are in Microsoft Intune, if you are familiar, there is something called compliant policy. If the device should be compliant, so that compliant policy we can mention the device should use Windows OS with 10 or 10 later to 10 or 11. If you are using any older version, device is not compliant, and in that way there are certain compliant policies so that we can enforce it through Intune. In this way, conditional access play policy is a supporting role. It integrates with Office 365, Azure ATP, Azure Information Protection, Cloud App Security, Microsoft Defender ATP. This is overall about conditional access policy, how it works, what are the conditions, how it collect the signals, how it is integrated with different Microsoft 365 products. So we'll meet you in another video. Bye.